Hello to all traders and welcome back to the market review brought to you by Orbex. So it's looking likely that we could be having a bit of a pullback on gold after another record high on Friday and continuing on Monday due to the fallout of the recent geopolitical tensions, and also the fact that we are expected to have a bit more information, a bit more clarity on the Fed is going when we have multiple speeches from their panel later on in the American session. So will this mean we will be seeing more of a drive on gold, since we are expected to hear news of a potential rate cut, especially after tomorrow's UK inflation is expected to be a 1% drop, which is quite extraordinary if you think that only the past few months we're having 0.1%, possibly 0.5%, but a whole percent drop would lead the fact that the central bank of England and also of Europe will probably start taking action a little bit earlier than the Fed. Will this propel the Fed into making quite a big decision? We'll have to wait and see, but it is exciting times because we're having lots of opportunities on gold, as I said, hitting a record high at 24.50 approximately before now dropping a bit lower. If we see on the daily chart here, we pushed not only through the double top but also the false spike that we saw a few sessions ago as well. But with the RSI majorly overbought, we were expecting this V-shaped recovery, this come down here before another propel up to the record high that we saw. But if you just notice now, we are seeing a slight bearish divergence on the RSI, which could lead to a slight pullback in price action. But if we just look on the 4-hour chart, I'll just remove these drawings. We're just seeing now that, as you can see here, it's literally wave after wave of movement here. So, you know, $10 to the downside, $20 to the upside, and then the same thing is happening pretty much. So we're having this wave after wave of incompleteness. Now we're having another downturn. Can we have another push above the recent record high? We'll have to obviously wait and see later on when the Fed does start giving its main signals. But as I said, with the UK inflation expected to drop tomorrow, European inflation is dropping as well. The Fed is still a bit sticky above 3% year on year, but it is expected to be a little bit lower in the next reading. Will that give more clarity on where we're going to next with the Fed? We'll have to wait and see, but it is very interesting reading for a lot of traders and economists alike. Let's just take a quick look on the dollar index as well on the 4-hour chart. Keep it intraday because at the moment, as you can see here, very progressive downturn, very bearish mood at the moment, and if we can drop below and confirm below 104, then we'll be seeing a lot more of this movement here at these levels that we've seen in previous trading, going down to 103 and the mid 102 area. So just keep an eye out for that because the American economy is stalling a little bit. The Fed isn't really getting enough progressive data from the job numbers, from unemployment to really think about rate cuts at the moment. But like I said, however, a big but here that the UK inflation and other inflation is dropping around the world, so the Fed could take matters into its own hands and start cutting a little bit earlier than September. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously the next meeting is coming up, so we'll wait and see the next signals, but just keep an eye out for, as I said, the speeches later on today, the testimonies, because this will give us a really good delve into where we're heading to next. So that's all from me today. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, this video will be posted on our YouTube and Telegram channel, so stick with us, stay ahead, trade responsibly, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.